3, 2, 1. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the HIGH-5 podcast, HIGH-5 After Dark. I'm your host, Malcolm from Malcolm&Mary, and today we're going to be diving into some lovely products from the shelves of HIGH-5. I'm joined by my coworkers and colleagues as always, and we're going to dive straight in. Miss Leah, what are we trying tonight on the podcast?
Oh, goodness. I was prepared to go first. I swear it. I'm doing the Equinox Blueberry Diesel, I believe.
Excellent.
Yep.
Love the way you say
Okay.
Equinox.
You know, we're firing on all cylinders today. Alrighty, let's pop this baby open.
Yes.
Ooh, that smells sweet. That smells like blueberries.
Nice.
Yeah, love it. So it can I just cleaned my bong, so it's overpowering my gross fingers. Hi, baby. It's the cat.
Hi, cat. Hi.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Sweet. Let me grab my grinder, which I'm pretty sure is empty.
Beautiful. How does that flower look, though?
Let's see. It's looking good. It's a little squashed, but that is probably because I let it get squashed in my car. It's nice and orange, crystally.
Beautiful.
There's not too much give.
Okay, fairly dense.
Yeah, fairly dense, kind of dry. But not like, well, it's a little crumbly, but it's not depressingly dry. It's just,
Gotcha.
It's dry flour. It's what you
Gotcha.
what you gotta be. All right, put that in there.
And we're smoking this out of the bong today.
We are. I just cleaned my roommate's piece. But doop.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it'll be a nice clean hit. You're gonna help Gigi. All right, let's see how that smells after the grind.
Yes. Is that your cat's name, Gigi?
Yeah, Gigi.
Love that. Love that.
She's a good kitty. She's a pregnant kitty.
Pregny.
Yeah, she's gonna have some babies. So the smell definitely goes away when you grind it. There's still a slight hint of blueberry, but it definitely loses that scent profile. Yeah, it's very kinetic sand vibes. Where's the screen?
Nice. Okay, and this is Equinox in the middle tier, but it's towards the bottom of the middle tier, so it's definitely a nice bang for the buck if it is a good rendition. So I'm excited to see about that. Okay, have you tried any other strains from Equinox before, Leah?
Have I tried anything from Equinox? I don't think I have, and if I did, I don't remember it, which is kind of a good sign.
Yeah. Okay, very fair. I'm very excited to see how this is for you. Thank you, Leah. Big shout out to Equinox featuring again in the flower form. I know we do the pre-rolls from them often, but not always a flower. So big shout out to them. Yeah. And Brogress, what are we trying tonight?
Got a 2-pack of pre-rolls here from, it's kind of hard to see on these glass containers, I think, from the glare, but Dawgstar Cannabis.
Yes.
Ooh, this is they have like different lines on the top, right? Like one says chill, this one says mood. Is it
body? Body.
Yeah, body's the other one.
Name of the strain is Tropic Sunrise. It's kind of nice as they list the crosses right on here too. It says Turkey Slurpee and Redneck Wedding.
Beautiful.
There you go.
Great smell.
Nice.
Really citrusy, like right off the bat, very strong.
Okay. What type of citrus do you think?
What do you
mean? Is it like a lemon citrus, lime citrus, grapefruit?
Oh, definitely orange.
Nice. I think orange is my favorite citrus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I do like, is lemon a citrus?
Yes.
Yeah. I love lemon for cooking, but I don't feel for drinking, definitely, nice, fresh squeezed glass of orange juice. Fantastic.
Yeah. Hard to beat.
Yeah. It's got also almost like a cushy flavor too, because I think Turkey Slurpee comes from like the Kush line, right?
Ooh, I don't know. Off the top of my head, I don't know.
I like the roll. Seems pretty solid. I'm not gonna mess with it. I'm just gonna go with it and
See how it is. Okay.
Yep.
Using what wick is that? What hemp wick is that?
Hemp wick. That we sell at the shop too, but it's
Bees.
Beeline.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's
Okay,
great for the
very cool.
value because of how long this one is. I
How-
usually take a longer spool, but I just had to grab this one on the go.
Right. How long?
They also do like one of the inner folds where they press down a little bit and it's folded inward on the top.
Love it.
Nice. How long would you say one of those hemp wick usually? Smaller one.
Ooh, I'd say so far I've probably gone through at least half of it, maybe in a week or plus. I mean, I haven't been smoking too much.
Okay.
But
Okay.
school definitely lasts a long time.
What up? What up?
Nice. Welcome back. Also, Brograss, very happy to see you smoking flower again.
Woo.
Yes, welcome back.
Yeah, I haven't really smoking too many dabs, mostly flower.
Nice. Okay. Well, big shout out to you, and we'll get back into you. Check out those effects. KBZ, what did we try tonight on the podcast?
So right now I'm trying the Lilac Deisel. It's Lilac Deisel RBX1 by Cedar Creek. Super nice, like density, pretty dense, doesn't have much give. It has like less of a flavor out of the pack, or less of a scent out of the pack, even when you like break it up, but super, it's like almost like a super lemon haze, super like lemon haze. Really nice gassy scent with a lot of like those citrusy, those like lemony notes to it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm super excited. I did about a quarter of the gram. I'm gonna grind that up and see how it goes.
Nice. That gram, upon choosing it, looked a very decent size.
It looked pretty big. Yeah, I
Yeah.
was pretty happy when I picked it, and that broke up to quite a good, amount, good enough for my little bowl.
Nice.
And this is going to be smoked out of, I have no name for this. I want to say mushy, but that's also the other one. So we'll figure out another name.
Well, we have to. Yes, we definitely will. Okay. Very fair. And we'll check back in with you in just a moment and see how that's treating you. Ty $, what are we trying tonight on the podcast?
Man, I got some of this Doc&Yeti tropical flame.
Nice.
Cross
Nice.
of forbidden fruit and hot rod.
Ah, okay.
Smells bomb. I mean, I just opened it up right now and cracked the bud. Kind of definitely has that forbidden fruit, like that rotten, like to me, it kind of smells like a rotting orange almost.
Yeah, rotten papaya.
It
orange.
doesn't sound
Oh,
appealing, but it
papaya.
is very appealing.
Nice. Okay. Okay. How's the buds look?
The bud looks nice. I mean, it's got these really nice orange hairs, definitely good nug structure. Got good looking frost, good trichome development.
Okay.
Definitely terpy as shit.
Nice.
We're
Doc
gonna
and
see
Yeti,
what it tastes like.
yeah, Doc and Yeti's been knocking it out of the park as of lately. Like I said, they haven't got less than an 8 out of 10 yet.
I've only had like 3 or 4 of their things so far, but everything I've had by them, I've been very happy with.
Yeah.
Tyler, are you not using a grinder?
Usually I do, but I mean,
You know what?
I break up the bud though. I don't like it just pushing a bud in. I think that's a waste because you're just pretty much smoking ash on top of ash. But
Yeah.
I'll break it up into like sections at least to put it in.
Okay.
But if I'm
Okay.
smoking Percy's, yeah, I'll like most likely grind it up so I can just hit snappers.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay.
Snappers
Very
for
fair.
life.
Okay. And we will check back in with T Della in just a moment to see how that flavor is on that very yummy smelling flower and those desired effects. Thank you, Tyler. I am gonna be trying the Motor Breath from Pioneer. This little guy is a pre-roll pack, nice little 2-pack. And they label it a hybrid, and the motor. Yes, the Motor Breath is Chemdog and San Fernando Valley OG Kush. At least that's what they label this cross as. Like I said, 2.5 grams. This is in the middle tier, but towards like the top of the middle tier. They claim that it's made from whole flower. We should be the judge of that. They give their website. Let's see. I don't know if they list like any pesticides, if they use them or not. Let's see. This packaging is recyclable, which we do love. It says please recycle. Okay, yeah, and we're gonna dive straight into that. Let's see. Boom. Give us a crack if I can get it open. This is a very interesting pre-roll container. Ooh, there we go. Come to Papa. Ooh, little lifesaver. Smells like hay. Smells like hay and a little bit of sweet mint, but that's all I'm getting. Can't really get the joint out. Don't know what I'm supposed to do now. And it's like deep in there. Get the fuck out.
You gotta get one of those temporal claws.
Yes.
You
I
know,
love those things.
and all the Pioneer
Wow.
joints always smoke really well, and I mean, I don't have really a problem with them. But I never really gotten much like flavor wise out of their stuff.
Yeah. And honestly, like this is a little smush just because of how like heavy they had it deep down in there, just so you can kind of see. But they're using raws. I do love that. I'm a big raw guy. I am gonna play with this a little bit just to fix it up. Just because, like I said, we have the know-how, we have the ability, so I'm gonna do it. First things first, I squeeze throughout the joint, make sure that it's even pressure along it entirely. And then I grab it by the top and I shake it. I give it a nice little shimmy. I shimmy and then I pinch. Shimmy, 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 then I
Hey,
pinch.
to add to that, you know what's also good is if you give your thumb and your first finger just a slight lick and hold the crutch lightly and use your other thumb and push the crutch up in there a little bit more.
Yes.
A lot of
Yes.
times those like
Those
machine
are
roll
good.
joints have a little gap between the weed and the crutch.
Yes, very much so. And the shimmy really gets from the top to the bottom. What T is saying, get the filter push just so that you get from the bottom to the top, which is something I always allude to as well, which is great. But yeah, now that it's tight, we're definitely going to jump into this, try and do a nice little dry pull. And yeah, I'm not getting much flavor. Maybe a little bit of pine, maybe, but I'm not getting like any diesel, as the name might suggest. I'm not getting any like sweet notes or berry or anything like that. Not at all. Okay, very fair. We're gonna go ahead and light this up. I'm gonna go get a lighter. But Leah, have we had a chance to get any hits off of that?
Yeah, I have smoked 3 hits off of
Nice.
2 bowls.
Okay.
That's where we're at. So definitely going slower than I normally do, especially for like the first session after a work day. And this is my Fridays. Normally I'm like boom, 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 Tommy gun. So yeah, no, I think that's a really good sign. It definitely has a super diesel-y taste on the exhale. I don't know if that's just like my nose, because I'm noticing that I'm getting like those top notes in the inhale and those like other notes, they're just really separate. But I like it. It's smooth for like a gassy one. I can definitely like be sensitive to like harsh weed and haven't been coughing too much. I'm feeling it just slightly like in my forehead and like kind of like T-zone vibes, right? A
Okay.
little bit in my nose, a little bit in the forehead, definitely in the front. So yeah, no, it's great. It's lovely. Having a good time.
Okay. And do you feel social? Do you feel engaged?
Yeah, I feel super social. Um, I've been like fucking around on my phone a little bit. I sent you that restaurant recommendation because my
Thank
mom
you.
got back to me, of course.
Yes.
So yeah, and like I'm just thinking about food. Like this is such a good like going out to eat stream. Like I'm not super hungry, but I could go sit at a restaurant table for like 3 hours and slowly order drinks and apps for those 3
Wow.
hours.
What's the restaurant you would go to? Go.
That is so tough right now. I would want to go to like
Round
shit.
table
I don't know.
pizza.
No, I can't eat pizza very much. I would go to like a ramen place that has like small plates too, because I could get like a big ramen, and then I could get croquettes, and I could get Japanese chicken bun and karagagi, just all of the little and gyoza. No.
Botan.
Okay.
Both
Yes,
times,
great
yeah.
choice.
Okay. Yeah.
Also,
Malcolm in it
Really
hard.
mixed out.
I didn't even hit that hard.
If none of you have gone yet, go to Photon. It's on what, like 4th plane?
Yeah.
Photon.
Photon?
Photon, yes. It is this
Yes.
little hole in the wall. But darn, that broth is so good. Their broth
I
is,
need a
is
ramen place
got
down
super
here.
anise flavor and it pops and yummy. Go, go, go.
Hey, you're
Wow.
talking about the place
Yeah.
across from the skate park, right?
It's like next to like this, like it looks like a towing company or something or some garage. Yeah,
like-
yeah.
Down 4th plane.
Yeah.
It's
I think it's across from the skate, that like Vancouver skate park. If
yeah,
I
No,
remember
we're
right,
lucky we
yeah,
live
I
in an
used to
area
go
where
to-
there's like a lot of pho places, but man,
A
that one
lot.
is
it's right across from Kyocera,
So lucky.
over by Fort Vancouver.
it's so
Yeah,
I used to walk over there every day for school. It was
dude,
great.
I think they used to be owned by another family though.
Well, either way, both families are doing great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Also, big shout out to all the ramen and pho restaurants. Tis the
Oh,
Yeah.
season.
thank you.
Tis the
Thank God for
season.
living in
Right?
Washington.
Perfect time for it.
It really is. It really is. Okay, very fair.
Support your
Thank you,
local
Leah.
restaurants.
And then Brogress, how are we feeling so far?
I'm feeling pretty groovy. It's listed as a hybrid. It says mood. I would agree. Like I feel great. A little uplifted. It reminds me of the strain Trop Santo. Has anyone had that one?
Yeah, from
No, it
Rocket, the
sounds cute, though.
GMO and Tropic cookies.
Yeah, and Bacon's had one too. I really
Which
like
one was
Bacon.
it?
Trop
Trop
Santo.
Santo.
Oh yeah, no, dude, their Rocket's Trop Santo, very flavorful, very
Yeah.
stanky.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of that. It's got that citrusy kind of vibe to it. Super nice
Okay.
body height through the legs.
Oh
but-
yeah, no, I like it.
Yeah, this is what reminds me of it. It's got a great
Okay.
balance between like indica and sativa. I would definitely recommend this as a hybrid.
Wow. Okay. And once again, this is the Tropic Sunrise.
Yeah, from Dawgstar. Have y'all seen it in the flower in the store
No.
yet?
No,
Not
Oh,
in our
there's some
store,
request.
Dogstar is so good though. So
Not
Put a
in our
request for some
store,
flower.
but the flower is amazing. So
I bet
good.
it would smell so much better. I mean, this has a great smell. Don't get me wrong, but I'm sure the bud version of this would be just
You need to lay down.
yummy.
Where'd you see
Wow.
it?
I didn't see it anymore.
it.
Oh.
I saw it at a rival store. Yeah.
How dare you?
Hey, has anyone ever heard of a brand called Fog?
Nope.
No, but I
Dog?
love it.
A
That's so
customer
cute.
today was telling me about it. He was like, he's like, the only store I've ever seen it is at Herb Rate. He's like, dude, it's about 13 a gram, 35 an eighth or something like that. And he was saying it was super bomb.
Weird.
That's quite a price break.
It is.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
But
Very
I don't
cool.
know, maybe it's something to look into.
Okay. And Brogress, when it comes to the first three adjectives that come to mind to describe the high, what would you say?
I would say stony, uplifted, and happy.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. I know
Nice.
uplifted and happy are kind of similar, but I would say definitely both. Like
Yeah.
I think it could get me like maybe out and being social too somewhere in a public
Wonderful.
setting, for sure.
Wonderful. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. Thank you, Brogress.
Yeah.
And how you, it was fairly smooth, would you say?
I don't know. Honestly, I mean, it says full flower, but it had a great flavor, but how it burned and like it fell a little on the rougher side. I don't know if they do a blend of like bud and like trim. I don't know, but if it says full flower, that means that they don't blend, right?
Right.
But also, I'm curious if they actually use like, again, do they use gram nugs? No, or do they use popcorn buds?
Right.
Because there was one company selling some joints that were actually, they were like, yeah, we use the fat gram nugs in this one. I think Fat Panda was doing it for a little bit.
Wow.
I think earlier
Sure
this year they had them, didn't they?
Sure. But
I don't know if any of us would know.
right.
I think it was last year.
Still.
It could be
Okay, but very
yesterday.
fair. Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. Do
Okay.
you guys think that would that be something that like growers should create a category of? Like, oh, we actually use like, you know, nugs that are full gram and up.
I
I
mean,
know that's the stuff that they make the most money off of. But do you think that's a necessary?
I think that the quality difference isn't noticeable in that
Yeah.
format.
to
I think
the typical customer also.
Right. I think it'd be cool for a very big, like for a very well-educated consumer. They want all of the same joint to be all of the same bud, so that they know that they're going to get a very similar expression of the genes.
Right.
Then
You know, would be, I don't know if this would work, but it'd be a cool idea because you know there's some people out there that prefer to smoke joints, but maybe they can't physically do it. It would be cool if like customers could like order bulk rolled joints right from the grower and know that like they're like, no, I want to pay for a good bud, you know what I mean, and have it roll. I don't know.
Oh my
Like,
God,
get
it could
rid
be
of the
like
middleman,
function
like,
of
get rid of the
beauty, but
dispensary.
I don't know. Because
It
I
would
almost
be-
personally, I would be extra picky, be like, look, I want that bud ground up like a day ago. Like, can you make that happen?
it's
They
like
would be so
Hello
tired
Fresh,
of
but
y'all.
for weed.
No,
Yeah.
that would never happen. The
You can
farms
choose
would
your
lose it.
menu. You can choose your, if you want
Oh, that's
extra
the future
gourmet.
though. Come on.
Mm,
It'll
not
happen
for it.
eventually,
this is
but
why
I'm not for it.
we
it'll happen
need
though.
cannabis lounges. Okay, we need a place that we can sell bud right in front of them,
Yeah.
grind it up, roll it for them, and hand
Right.
it to them and say, have a great time.
There you go.
Come back if you need more.
Wow. Yes. Sealing it with a little water thing with your finger.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It doesn't just, people think rolling joints for somebody means I'm licking you. I don't
No,
have to lick
I
it
don't
at all.
I don't like rolling joints for other people.
Yeah. I literally
And
don't
I
have
don't
to
like
lick.
other people rolling joints for me.
Literal little shot glass of water. I dip my finger in it, boop, down the gum line, boom, seal, done.
If
You know
it's
what I'm
at a
saying?
lounge, we'll get those fancy paintbrushes that have like the
Yeah.
water chamber. You won't even
That
need
makes
to
more
dip it in the
sense.
water.
Thank you.
It's
No.
Thank you. Thank you, Leah.
Of
Thank you. That sounds much better than my idea. But anyways, okay, very fair. Thank you, Brograss. And Caleb, how are we feeling?
I'm feeling great. This is very much like the name would entail almost. It says it's Lilac Diesel.
Right.
And this is very uplifting, but it's very light. Like I feel like my body is light, like my head is light. It is
Okay.
really hitting me in the hippocampus, like the very front. It's kind
Beautiful.
of bringing my head up. It's kind of like I'm like on a marionette doll, but only my head's on a string. I don't know, maybe that changes as I move around. I could see this as like a really nice, like, I'm gonna go do hella errands. I'm gonna go get things done.
Okay.
Like, I don't see this as like something that I could necessarily just chill and like, I couldn't watch a show on this. I couldn't like,
Okay.
I would have to clean and watch that show, or I would have to like talk to someone and watch that show. And then I wouldn't be watching the show, I would just be talking to them. Like, this definitely makes me want to do something.
Wow. Okay. Okay, Lilac Diesel. Okay, love that. Now, physically, you think you are still able to do that?
Yes. I don't feel encumbered at all.
Stand up. Stand up right
Okay.
now. Stand up. Do you get a rush? Do you get a rush? How do you
No.
feel? What's your first instinct?
That floatiness that I was talking about, like having my head attached to a string, that very much is so. It like when I stood up and when I stand here, my head kind of just like settles onto my shoulders. It doesn't feel like I'm like encumbered by anything. I don't feel
Nice.
any different than I did when I was working like an hour ago. Like I feel great.
Boom. Okay.
I feel
Boom.
great. Now my cat is still in my seat. Let's sit on him.
I love that. Okay. Big shout out to all the cats. Many cats on the podcast.
Many
I love that.
cats.
Brograss, don't you have a cat?
No, I was cat sitting for my friend for a little bit.
Okay, I see.
And then
Okay.
Zane has a cat.
Nice. Okay.
Remember?
Very, Love that. Okay. Yeah, I don't have a cat yet. I'm kidding.
You
Um,
could.
You
I have
will.
a pregnant cat.
Listen,
Right.
I'm good. Then Ty. It's funny. I had a table at a restaurant the other day, a couple of elderly women, and they were like, yeah, anyways, I told them I worked 3 jobs and I was like, no, I can't have a cat. Like, I just don't have the time. And they're like, no, it's perfect for you. And I was like, oh my God.
The
And
cat
they
lady.
they went on this like spiel on why I should
Yes.
have cats.
You should.
That
Um,
stresses me out. But
It was a
also-
lot. And I was just trying to get to my next table. It's true. Okay, Ty, how are we feeling off of that? Tropic Flizzy.
Feeling pretty relaxed. The first hit, you know, it was real mellow. Like, it wasn't like too overpowering, like, you know, wanting to put you right on the couch. Felt like I could have still been pretty productive on that. But
Nice.
after I took a second rip and, you know, a little time go by, definitely way more relaxing. Like, I do want to kind of chill and just watch something maybe.
Nice.
But it's not too like sedative, you know, like on the mind at all. Like, so if I still needed to go do something, I could, you know, still easily go do that.
Would you be irritated if you had to, though?
No, I mean, I always have
Tyler?
gotten stoned and done stuff.
Okay.
I always found myself pretty productive when I get stoned. Like, I don't like really chill a whole lot just getting stoned, you know?
Okay. Where do you feel it physically mostly?
I would say just throughout the body. I just feel like kind of mellow, you know?
No, Tyler. What part of your body do you feel it most in?
Maybe my feet.
Bomb. There you go.
Dude.
I
That's
mean,
your
my feet
answer.
do feel like nice and just mellow, right? Like relaxed right now.
Nice. I love that it's more relaxing than it is sedated. A lot of strains are very stony, but they're not necessarily relaxing. And that can be a slippery slope. You know what I mean? I'm coming across so many strains like that. Gelatos like that.
Mhm.
Very slippery slope. It can go so many different ways. You know what I'm saying? You almost
I
never
would,
like get there.
I would kind of sometimes categorize like different strains by like time slots. Like, I would call this like a 6 to 9 o'clocker.
Yeah.
Like one where I can like, I'm done with my day. I'm gonna like now start relaxing a little. Like, if I want to watch TV or do something on the computer or whatever, I can do that. You know, and then I wouldn't say it's like a 9 to 12 o'clocker where it could put you to sleep. I would say it's just kind of like that early evening kind of smoke.
Nice.
If you would
Absolutely.
need something to help you sleep, I wouldn't say this would be it. You know, this is more of a early evening smoke just to start winding down, feel good still, motivated if you need to. And this shit would be good to go out on.
I was literally going to ask you that. Literally, my next question: if this is a 6 o'clock strain, does it mean that you're staying in for the rest of the night, or
No,
does it
'cause
mean that you're
that's what I'm
going out?
saying. If you still wanted to get up and do stuff, you could.
No, I know. I was
Because
pointing.
where one thing I did notice where this is actually kind of helping with, like, it kind of gives you this like nice, like relaxed, mellow, like no anxiety kind of feeling. Like,
Okay.
there's not really a worry right now,
Nice.
you know,
Nice.
but not
Excellent.
overpowering where you're gonna fall asleep.
Bomb. Okay, very fair. Okay, thank you, Tyler. I had the Pioneer Farms. This is the Motor Breath. So far, honestly, well, let's get into I feel very good. It's very stony. It has a nice euphoria, and it is uplifting. It's like when I go to talk, I'm holding my breath in a very weird way. So it's like I'm sacrificing one for the other. So it might not be the best for like physically multitasking and my motor functions. But I let this go out because it was kicking my butt like Tyson. It was a really, really nice joint. This was a 1/2 gram. My only issue with it was it burned very quickly. This is Malcolm King. I'm all the way down here already. You know what I'm saying? Like, usually I'm halfway crying by now saying, I can't believe I still have this much left. So it burned really, really quickly. And the flavor I wrote was creamy, minty, earthy, and dreamy. We've got our sample form because we have to. And I wrote that it burns very quickly and it still burned perfectly though. It definitely burned perfectly. This little guy, like I said, and it was like a very satisfying smoke with a little tiny crackle yayas. I was enjoying that about it. Didn't get resiny around the lip ring, but it did get a little bit resiny, you know, around the joint early on too. You know what I'm saying? Really good signs. I wrote that I had to let it go out. Uplifting and happy to be on the podcast. You know what I'm saying? Super stoked to be here. Now, he said, Malcolm King, well, where do you feel it physically? Mostly. I definitely feel it like ball of uplifting fire, if that makes sense, right here. Just rocking and rolling. My thighs feel great. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting a nice sensation in my thighs, little tingly gaggies. I feel very social, dry mouth, 100%. I have a dry mouth, 100%. You know what I'm saying? And I like I said, like confident just to like be doing anything socially, but at the same time, I feel like I wouldn't want to be like, if I had a choice to do another podcast after this, I don't know that I would go on it. If I had a choice to go out, I don't know that I would take it. You know what I'm saying? It's a very selfish high. But like, for instance, if I had the choice to play ping pong right now, I don't know that I would do it. You see what I'm saying? I would back out of a lot of things. Yes. Also, in the sport world, big shout out to the World Cup started today. Big shout out to soccer.
But it's
and the
in a
World
messed
Cup.
up Qatar.
And you know what? And that's okay. We're bringing love to the people through the love of soccer and sport. It's going to be great. It's good. We're going to manifest it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Also,
I just hope those people that built it actually get paid with the wages they should have been.
Exactly.
Wow.
Oh, well, more than that, we hope that the buildings are okay.
Yeah.
We hope that they're actually good buildings. I'm kidding. But, okay, it is time for our scale of 1 through 10. Would you buy that again and remind the people what it was? I'm going to start out with you, Miss Leah. What are we thinking?
Man, I would probably do. My heart says 8 out of 10. Yeah, it's really good. I've been I'm only on like my third or fourth bowl, which is saying a lot for me.
Wow.
Yeah, I feel like I should probably mention that I was in a ton of pain today and I'm feeling so good right now. So I'm like energized and like good to go.
Where was the majority of your pain?
It was in all of my joints, every single joint that I have everywhere.
Wow.
So yeah, I feel still a little bit of stuff in my like lower back. But it's like really, really greatly reduced. And so yeah, I feel like I can just like go have a fun time and not lose my mind.
Excellent. Okay. Would you buy this again?
I probably would, yeah.
Probably would.
I would because the price is good. It's tasty. It's not gonna be the first thing I think of when I go to buy weed, but especially since poor right now Equinox is in the corner, like the edge, so it's hard to see. Like a lot of
No
people
one
just
sees
miss
it.
it.
It is.
So if I remember it exists, I'll definitely be like, oh wait, I loved that.
Wow, you loved it. Excellent. Okay, very fair. Thank you, Leah. Big shout out to Equinox rocking and rolling. 8 out of 10 on the podcast. Love that. And then Brogras, what do we think?
I kind of forget the price point on these ones. I think they're more like top shelf. Yeah.
Yes.
I think 11.
No.
Oh,
That's okay. I'll edit that out.
okay.
We just can't say prices, Leah.
Oh.
You're good. You're good. Okay, Brogras.
She meant it was harvested on the 11th.
Yep.
Exactly.
Never forget.
I edited that part out too.
I'm so sorry. I'm stoned.
No, that was good though.
That was amazing.
That was typical Brogras. That was good.
I would, let's see. I dig it. It's a groovy hybrid. It smelled great, tasted great. I mean, it was a little rough on the smoke personally, but I would still probably give it an 8.
Wow. Okay.
Usually these guys don't disappoint. I've like smoked some of they have the rosin tip blunts, right?
Yes, they
Yep.
do.
Yeah,
Yep.
yummy. Those are fantastic.
Those
They
are
really
fun.
are.
So they're doing a good job on there. But I want to see this flower in the shop. Like, please,
Okay.
Dawgstar, send us some of that Tropic sunrise.
Yes, 1,000 of those, please. Thank you.
Yep.
Excellent. All right, thank you, Brogras. And then what was your number again?
8.
8 stellar. Okay. And KBZ, what are we thinking?
So I had the Lilac Diesel from Cedar Creek.
Okay.
I am going to give it an 8 out of 10. I love it. It's not it's not my favorite high because it's very like it's making me disassociate. It's not my favorite high for this moment.
Okay.
Let's put it that way. It's making me like zone out. So I'll be listening and then I'll randomly be thinking of what I can be doing next or what I could be doing, like getting up and cleaning my house or getting up and like putting groceries away from today and all of that. So I'm
Okay.
like, it's not great for this moment, but I definitely do feel very airheady. I do have like a very like, it's like a bobblehead moment. Like my body just doesn't exist. Right. So that's great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, you have a very Lilac Diesel ambiance going on right now. I meant to say
Yeah.
that right away, but I forgot. The color
Hell
scheme
yeah.
is literally, I would call
Lilac
that Lilac
Diesel.
Diesel.
Oh my god, the new aesthetic for the year.
Yes.
Period.
It's Lilac Diesel.
Maybe I
I wanna
just
see
have to
those
match
Pinterest mood
I have to
boards.
match my lights with all of the strains now. I do.
I love
I
that.
just want
You
to
do.
make string mood boards.
You do. I don't have
Um,
any ambiance lighting in my apartment.
Oh, you should get some.
These are $10 per bulb on Amazon. They just replace your normal bulbs.
Boom. There you go.
Boom.
There you go.
I have
Okay.
a marquee crow in my room.
Period.
Love that. Okay. Why? Okay. All right. Thank you, Caleb. And Ty, I'm gonna go just so that I don't ramble and that we can get you go. But I had the Pioneer Farms. This is their Motor Breath pre-rolled 2-pack in the middle tier. I am gonna, when it comes to the scale of 1 to 10, just for the price that it is, I would give this a 9. It is a little bit of a niche high, but I noted that it's a very confident and invigorating high. When you put those two things together, like that can spell trouble. I have a physical high that like I'm ready to do anything, and I'm like my mind, like when I say like put your money where your mouth is, like my mind is constantly spitting out money, and I'm like ready to like fulfill all of those tasks in a sense. So this is a niche high, like earlier in the day, maybe this might suit best because like midnight, my brain is throwing out things, and I'm like, it's midnight, like, and it's immediately like getting chopped off. Like I'm like, that's not feasible. That's not feasible. That's not feasible. Things are getting put out, and I'm constantly like getting rid of the idea of doing them. And all of this is happening very quickly because I'm still like super focused on the form and still engaged with the podcast, even though I'm not looking at it as much as I typically do. I wrote that it's easier for me to do the form than to be on the podcast. Typically, when I'm doing this podcast, it's difficult for me to stay on the form because I want to split my attention. I want to give more undivided attention this way. But with this high, I'm like not even worried about the screen. Like I'm completely enjoying everything everybody's saying, absorbing everything everybody is saying. If you gave me a quiz on this podcast, I definitely get over an 85. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm here, but it's still very easy. Exactly. But it's still very easy for me to like remain on this form. Really nice. Smoking experience wise. And also I went back to go light this and I couldn't do it. I was like, Malcolm, you don't need it. Like I was happy to not like this again. And it's very easy to smile. This is easier to smile than frown kind of high. My muscles around my gaggies are like, kind of lifting and perking up. They're getting tight, you know what I'm saying? Making me smile more often. Something else that's making me smile often, we got a holiday this weekend. Although regardless of where it comes from, this is an opportunity to, be around awesome people and enjoy great food. Leah, what's your favorite Thanksgiving item? Go. 5,
Mashed
4,
potatoes.
3. Brograss, go. 5, 4, 3.
Favorite one again? I
2,
missed it.
1. Oh my goodness. Favorite
Stoner.
Thanksgiving item? Go. 5, 4, 3.
Turkey
2,
sandwiches after
1.
dinner.
Beautiful. Caleb, favorite Thanksgiving dessert? Go. 5, 4, 3, 2,
Sweet
1,
potato
go.
pie.
A very smart answer.
Oh shit, phone's
Tyler,
dead.
favorite things.
My phone's
Tyler,
about
favorite,
to die.
Oh
favorite
no.
side- Tyler, favorite Thanksgiving. Okay, favorite Thanksgiving side. Go.
Cornbread.
Beautiful. Stellar. Okay, now give us your scale of 1 to 10. Would you buy that again?
Yeah, for sure. I would buy it. It's a good high, good, really good taste and smell. You know, all around they grow some nice clean bud. I feel like you know, I don't get like any like harsh like smoke when I'm smoking on their stuff. And this one definitely has got the terpene profile that I enjoy. So yeah, I would get it. I give it like an 8.5, maybe. Yeah, 8.5. I mean, that's pretty high in my eyes.
It is. It is. Yes. Okay. Very fair. Okay. Thank you, Ty.
Yeah.
A big shout out to Ty making his reemergence on the podcast. Gotta
Yeah,
love that.
I'll be on more, but I'm gonna get off because my phone about to dead.
Yes, you know it, Ty. All right, we
Okay.
will see you soon. And
All right.
I didn't give my scale of 1 to 10. I am gonna give this a 9. This is great. Would I buy this again?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I would not buy this again. This is not something that I need in my life, especially at the hours that I smoke. But it seems as though that has brought us to a close. I want to say thank you to my coworkers and colleagues for coming out and partying with us. And to everybody out there, remember to stay high and humble. And we'll see y'all next time. Peace.
Thanksgiving food is so good, then why do we only eat it only once a year?